Greetings, everybody! Hi, it's RPG Grandma. I know, long time no see. Been super busy with the things that pay my bills. So, gotta eat, gotta live somewhere, gotta pay your bills. So, um, so let's talk fun stuff though. So, playing role playing games. Um, Game masters, like it's been pointed out, most of the advice on the internet is for the dungeon master, the game master, the referee, the judge, the big cheese. Okay. Um, so, my first little advice here is just do it. You don't need to take a course. Do not pay somebody to learn to be a dungeon master. Don't do it. I mean, I'm telling you what to do. I shouldn't really be doing that, but seriously, um, there is so much advice on the internet that's for free, both written and, you know, talking heads like me. And sure, some of it contradicts. That's okay. All right. There is no right way to do it. All right. I know people will tell you there is. There isn't. The main thing you got to do is just sit down and do it. Now, there's things you can do to make it easier on yourself or harder on yourself, absolutely. But just get over the fear of not being very good at something. When you learned to walk, you fell down a lot, you were not very good at it. Well, you know what? When you're learning to play a role playing game, any game, or a game that you haven't played for a while, you're going to be a little rusty if you haven't played for a while. And if you're learning, sure, you're going to be like, is there a rule for that? You know, and maybe there is, and maybe there isn't. All right, you might have to make up rules on the fly. But the thing is, even the books that you buy for these games, they have advice in them. And that's why all you really need to do is take a deep breath, count to 10, and tell yourself, I can do this, because hundreds of other people have done it. You know, when D&D, which is our first role-playing game, came into existence, nobody else had DM'd ever either. And in fact, the term Dungeon Master didn't even exist. You will see in the oldest material terms referee and judge. All right? Then later on, the fans came up with Dungeon Master, and then later on, somebody tried to copyright that, and then later on, we got Game Master out of that whole nonsense that everybody just laughed about. But the thing is, guys, you just need to be like, yeah, I've not done this before, but I'm going to do it. If you want to lower your stress level, then for whatever system you're using, yes, get a pre-made module, adventure, whatever scenario, whatever they're called, all right, for the game, and get a low-level one, entrance one, whatever it's called for the game, whether they use levels or not. There's always one that's like for a new blah blah blah. Use one of those. Get sticky notes. I'm telling you how to do this, okay? Sit down, read it. Sit down with your note paper, and when it mentions something, and you know you're going to have to flip through the book to get to that information, put the little bookmark where you were, flip to that information, so like all the monsters are in the back, okay? And you need to know what dire wolves can do. Then you sit there and you write down on your sticky note all the important information for the dire wolf that you're going to need if the players decide to fight the dire wolf. And then You sticky page it on, you sticky note it right there on the page where the information was missing. And you do that, and as you're reading, you're like, players might try to do this, that. Like you can usually think of at least 5 things players might want to do. And it's covered in the rules. So if you had like a little referee screen, I'm not anti Dungeon Master screens. They're not necessarily there to hide what the DM is doing. They give you a vertical surface so the game master, can stick all kinds of notes all over them, because sometimes the information on them is useless. Don't worry. If it's got information on there, it's good, use it. But if it doesn't, get those sticky notes, get your little pieces of paper and paper clips, and put information on it. Conversely, if all your players are new as well, you can get pieces of paper and give them little notes of things they probably are going to need to know, and paperclip that onto the other side for them. You can totally make your life easier doing this for everybody. But the point is, just play. You don't have to watch another game. Do not expect your games to look like anybody's games on the internet. Anybody's. From the most, entertaining, well formatted, edited, to people joking around. They're going to be unique to you. And as you play a game more and more, you will naturally get better and better at doing whatever you're doing, whether you're being a player or whether you're being the referee of that game. So just play. Don't stress yourself out. If you don't prep the whole universe. No. But read the module so you know where it's going, the adventure, the scenario. And sticky note away. This is what basic sets were the best for. Just putting it out there. Usually get a little adventure, you get some basic rules, and you get the bare minimum you need to play at least one game, usually multiple games, when you actually look through it. And get your feet wet. Once your feet are wet, then you can add more information. Do not overthink it, do not sit there and go, oh, we got to do an overland travel, we got to do this, we got to do that. Not for the first game, seriously. Not it really, just get going. And you can build all that other stuff. All right? Everybody have a great day and stay awesome, but just have fun. Take the stress off of you. Do your minimal prep. Minimal, so you're not stressed. Count to 10. Everybody's been this is the first time refereeing. Also, everybody's been a first-time player going, I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Cut each other some slack and have fun. And don't worry about all the people out there saying you're doing it wrong. If you want to play again and everybody else wants to play again, I guarantee you did something right. All right? Everybody, have a great day. Bye.